I told y'all there's irony here, right? I said that there was hypocrisy. I said that this wasn't going to be a good look. My memory is really good.
When are you going to get a mirror? Is there a mirror in your house? The projection and lying continues for the Saintontas. Pay no attention to this background. Listen, it's gonna take a long time to explain. Let's just get right into the news. Saintontas is back at it again. Let's see what he's saying today.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at it again.
Why does he have to start every single video exactly the same?
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at it again.
Every time it's ladies and gentlemen, we're back at it again. Every single time.
A topical area that I feel like has been forgotten by the rest of the gacha space. And I mean this in the most genuine way possible because holy moly, how many of you guys knew that there was an HSR live stream today? Not me. The lack of...
Well, maybe if you played the game or actually gave a fuck about it. By the way, Kukukaze in the background gooning over this chick's thighs is hilarious. Usually, if I'm not interested in a game, I don't know what's going on in the game. That's how it works. But again, you're a hate farmer, so you have to pretend like there was supposed to be like a all points bulletin. You know, like the Hope was supposed to come out on the balcony and tell the whole world that HSR was having a goddamn live stream.
Fanfare, the lack of hype, and even like the lack of recognition surrounding anything going on in this game.
Keep this in mind. He's talking about how he knew nothing about this game. There's no fanfare. There's no information, but yet he seems to know quite a bit about this game later on.
Because I think there's one reality that's very clear to everybody out there. This shit is dead.
Oh my God, we're pulling up the stream numbers again. Bro, people are busy playing the game. Okay, you know how many fucking people have like a show on, like they're listening to like old episodes of a TV show. They're watching a new podcast. I can't stand that name. Call it an internet show. Don't call it a podcast. Name is ridiculous. But yeah, it's called second monitor content. They're not watching somebody play Honkai Star Rail while they play Honkai Star Rail. They're watching anything else.
Bro, the
new season of Reacher just came out. It's only 3 episodes though. It's pissing me off.
Bro,
I can't wait to see that new show after it. What's it called? Nagely? I wanna make love to that woman. That actress is hot.
He thought that like other games in the gacha space weren't doing good. I think HSR is literally the worst game of them all. I truly cannot...
Like again, it's just you can't take. Nobody watches people play Nikkei. Like, Nikkei is not a highly streamed game that I'm aware of, and yet that game still keeps going.
Even, like, put into words how diabolical.
You think people stream Brown Dust too? No, because they'd get banned if they did. But it's still going.
A trend like this is where you just see a straight shot down.
Oh, it's almost like it's a live service game, and the viewership goes up when there's a big event because people want to know how to complete the mini games and find all the secrets and everything. Like, he acts like, well, how many times must we teach you this lesson, you dumb man?
Down. Like, bro, you could put this in a geometry class, bro, and educate.
You're telling me that when the game first came out, it was at its highest, and as the hype dies down, so does the viewership on the website? But the viewership on Twitch does not correlate to how good the game is.
And educate the goddamn players of this game. How do you even do this as you're spending more?
You absolute dinklehead.
More and more money on collab.
You absolute dung beetle.
Things like Fate, those new IPs and all of that. Dude, I don't even know what to say. Like, it is just down, down, down on a merry-go-round. Down, down, down on a...
What the fuck does that even mean? Merry-go-rounds go around and around. They don't go down. Are you thinking about a Ferris wheel?
Merry-go-round. Every number is just going down.
That wouldn't make any sense either because the Ferris wheel goes down, but then it also goes back up. It's like a cycle of life.
And it's not just here. It's also there. We're HSR.
Yeah, so he's saying that apparently HSR and ZZZ are... I guess this means that they're losing Hoyoverse 60% of their revenue. Yikes. If that's true, that's awful. But remember when Saintontas was showing that website that was calculating the DPS of characters in Arc Knight's Enfield? Somebody commented on that video saying that that website and the owner of that website have come out to say that the information on that website is not accurate. So I would take everything that Saintontas says and every graph and everything that he shows with a huge grain of salt because he's a Kuro shill.
Is literally seen year over year losing 40% of its revenue. There's a reason why you can barely see that minus 40 because they...
And also, I'm pretty sure this is just 2026 to 2025. So if anything, they had a bad year. Having a bad year does not mean that your company and your game is done.
Used a super...
By the way, the ZZZ revenue is about to go up because I started playing it again. Those videos should be out soon. And I'm going to be spending like a month in that game, unfortunately.
Dark red color. No,
we're gonna get that up to -18, for sure.
Just super dark red color because it's super bad to lose 40% of your revenue. Bro, think about it this way. Imagine that you had a job. I know that's crazy. Half of you guys are already not understanding the analogy already. Imagine you had a job and you got paid at that job, and then one day you come back home and your paycheck is 40% smaller than it was the other day. You would be
I don't think this is a valid... It's kind of hard to compare a quadrillion dollar company, right? This company, like Hoyoverse, has their own nuclear reactors. This is a gigantic company. I don't think you can compare a quadrillion, maybe even a quintillion. Is that quintillion? Five quadrillion but brilliant dollars. Losing 40% is not the same thing as a guy with $5 to his name losing 40%. You know, like they're gonna... I feel like they're gonna be fucking fine, dude. They have one bad year. Okay, like sure, like let's say that like Hoyo, like Star Rail is doing so bad. If they cut Star Rail out, like if they actually end of serviced it, they would still be fine. Like again, I don't think we can blame this all on one year and be like, well, that's it, shut it down. But even if they did, they'd still be fine.
Pissed. You'd be freaking the out, right? Minus 40 is insane.
Like companies have like shareholders and stockholders. There's way more things that they can leverage as opposed to a guy who loses 40% of his paycheck and he's getting evicted because he just missed a payment because of it. It's not the same. You can't compare these too big to fail businesses to a guy on his last paycheck.
In any context, and that's the revenue via projections. But as you can probably tell, if the mobile revenue is taking this many hits, there's probably a lot of hits happening on the PC too. And then you look at the content side, right? And this is where we got an opportunity. We've seen a crazy downfall in revenue. We've seen a crazy downfall in engagement and views. What about the content? What about the content creators? Mr. Pokey, we got a nice 200k HSR, 200k subscriber HSR channel, right? This is like the HSR guy, right? You could probably use him as like a good...
All right, get to the point, Tone Toss.
To see like how content is doing in the space. Remember, 200k subs. How many are real? I don't know. And you're probably gonna...
I don't know. How many of your subs were directly from Tectone?
No, even less after you see these numbers. Hey, this is one of his...
So look how he zooms in so that he can like scroll down and present them. But there could be a nefarious reason as to why he's zooming in, and I'm going to show you in a second.
This is a 1 out of 10 for him.
So he took he was watching this when it was 1 hour ago. It had 1,300 views. By the way, all the views that you're about to see, most people would kill to have these views. Most people struggle to get like 100 people to watch their views, or to watch their videos. So he's looking at videos that just came out. Now, I don't know if you know this, if you've actually seen this, if you're not a content creator, but sometimes when you put out a video, it might look dead, but over the next 2 or 3 days, it could get like 3,000 or 4,000 more views than you were expecting. There were videos that I put out that got like 200 to 500 views. I look back later, they get like 3,000, 4,000 views. So he's deceptively taking a video that just came out and saying, uh-oh, look at this, his channel's dying, uh-oh. See, 1 day ago, 3.9, that might be dead. That video might not ever get that much higher. It might get to like 4.1 or 4.5, but it's probably never going to hit like 10,000. The longer the video has been out, the less of a chance that it's going to get more views, unless somehow it gets like brought back up in the algorithm. And you've seen that happen a couple times, right? You're just hanging out and then all of a sudden, like, you see like some kind of like weird scenario that a guy found in like Batman Arkham Asylum 7 years later, and for some reason that gets thrown back into the algorithm and you're like, oh shit, I'll click on that. Now, this is kind of weird. This is kind of weird, like making these videos members only. To me, it just kind of looks like they're long episodes, so he made their long videos, so he made them members only as an incentive to become a member. But Saintontas thinks of everything as money and views, so he's going to attribute something bad, attribute some kind of malice to Pokey here.
You didn't notice the members only on here. That's typically what a creator does when the video really doesn't do well, and they want to hide the number of views that it actually got.
So that is like, to imply that he's doing that here is kind of wild, but I just want to show you. I actually went to Pokey's channel myself, and I'm going to show you what I saw. So as you can see here, 14 hours ago, NTE. NTE is kind of dead. I can understand why that has low views. But then look at this. This is a Honkai Star Rail video. 10 hours ago has 13,000 views. Oh! Seems like somebody's doing some deceptive editing over there. Saintontas, 7,000, 8,000, 8,500. Watch this. It's going to keep scrolling.
It's members only on here. That's typically what a creator does when the video really doesn't do well.
4.1 thousand.
The number of views that it actually got, right? So you see this one, it says over here, members only. I actually have the true details surrounding it. Yeah, I actually have the true details surrounding it. If you want the...
There you go. 3.5, 6.2, 15,000.
Proof. This is the proof. I took a screenshot of that shit so I could share it in my Discord to laugh at it, because that's a pathetically small number, right? Like, bro, this is like finding out that your biggest op has a micro penis, right? So like,
he's gay! Why are you thinking about Pokey's penis, dude? By the way, look at that. 3,000 views on Zenless Zone Zero. Oh, it looks like Zenless Zone Zero is doing better than NTE. Oh.
Of course, I took
13,000 views.
Screenshot of that shit. So
13,000, 16,000.
To laugh at it. So like,
it's almost like, and by the way, Woo-Wah, wow, look at that. Zenless Zone Zero beating Woo-Wah. I guess Woo-Wah's dead. Look at that. It's almost like the title, the thumbnail, the topic, it all attributes to whether or not people are going to click on the video. So
that was what was on.
I love how Saint tries to act like he's like some kind of like mastermind of YouTube, and yet he forgets that the very simple fact that sometimes people are just not interested in the topic, so they just don't click on the video.
They're on August 11th.
But again, just because people aren't interested in the topic doesn't mean that they're not playing the game for themselves.
At like 11 p.m. August 11th, right?
This keeps going. 17,000 views.
When was this?
11,000 views.
Uploaded 2 days ago. Oh, look at that. August 11th. Boom. Right. So like, that's the level of viewership this guy has.
5.9 thousand, 12K thousand, 11K thousand, 10K thousand.
Other games, because his HSR stuff is completely and like, bro,
his Honkai Star Rail stuff is not completely We're looking at it right now, you lying sack.
But that shit is doing so badly, he has to hide the views on it by going members only. That is how...
Or maybe it's because they're 3-hour-long videos, so he made them as special, like, hey, here's 3 hours of content. Please, if you want to support me and watch it, please become a member. Like... People do that shit all the time.
The HSR is doing as a game. So it's the content creators are doing badly. The revenue...
You showed one content creator and you didn't even show all of his videos, you dumb
minus 40% year over year, which is insane. And just so you, for comparisons, Genshin is minus 3%. So Hoyo is probably like, we're going all in on Genshin. They're ecstatic about Genshin only losing 3%. Wuthering Waves is up 10%. ZZZ's down 30.
So I don't want to be too hard on Honkai Star Rail because I'm actually playing with the idea of actually playing it again and maybe making some videos about it. But like, I really do feel like HSR is the game that Honkai Star or that Hoyo has where they really don't know what the fuck they're doing with it. And it's kind of because like Zenless Zone Zero, I think it's amazing. Like the sex appeal and everything, like keep it going, keep that up. Keep that up. I would actually, as bad as this might sound, I'd kind of be okay with HSR dying if it meant we got more ZZZ.
So remember how bad 40 was?
But I don't know. I'm open to playing HSR again and seeing what it has to offer.
Well, they're down 30. And then Arknights, the game is down 1.64. So Arknights,
They don't even have numbers. Oh yeah, they don't have numbers for Enfield because it just came out this year.
is sustaining Enfield.
So again, like, this is one bad year. Again, like, Saintontas loves taking a concept that evolves over time, breaking it down to what is happening in this very present window, and just blanket statementing the entire future. So, like, in other words, something that has like a plan to be going on for like 10 years, if it has one bad year, he goes, well, there goes the other 10 years. That's not how any of this works. All right. If you're like in a relationship and you break up with a girl after 3 years, and then you go on a date with another chick and you end up dating her for 10 years, like, you're still alive, right? You just changed your future. Like, over those 10 years, you had one plan, and then the plan changed, and hopefully you're happier. There are some people that break up and they get a new girlfriend and then they're worse off. But, like, we don't know because we're not in the future. You Saintontas.
So that's just like a little bit of background over there for how the other games are doing. So clearly, it's not looking good for this title. And I can comfortably say, after everything
6-7. Did you see that? 6-7.
Might be the game that EOS is first. This might be the game.
I don't think it's going to go EOS. I honestly don't think it's going to go EOS, but if it did, it would be the most understandable out of the 3 games. I think we could all I think we might all be able to agree. Star Rail, it was lit the first year, dude. But after that, it's been falling off, and I don't know what the they're doing with it anymore.
That just turns into like the new Fate Grand Order, or like the Dislight, or like, you know, the games that I'm talking about, right?
But again, if this was a different timeline and one of Hoyo's games was Wuthering Waves, he would be shitting his pants to defend it right now.
The power crept, cash grab, whale only, turn-based gacha games that we all know that.
By the way, we looked at the tier list last time, and there are a lot of characters that are still at the top of the list. So it's, I mean, if you want to make an argument, I mean, he's going to bring up something later that does kind of seem like they are still going in the whale aspect. But if they were going in the whale aspect and they're still losing all this money, like, then there's a serious fucking problem. But again, I don't trust anything that Saintontas says.
Supposed to break the mold from, it might just turn back into one of those because there's no more players anymore. It's unfortunate, right? But that's the reality of what we're seeing over here. Because guys, we've got that live stream. We've got that live stream, and now I think it's time for us to
just play the video.
Actually just react to it.
The vast blue sea awaits.
The weather in Astropolis is wonderful.
So this is why I say they don't really know what they're doing with Honkai Star Rail. They're doing a beach update. I don't know if they've ever done a beach update before, but the fact that they're doing a beach update and Kafka is not getting put in a bikini, I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
And the moist
Put Topaz in a bikini and make her meta again.
breeze is filled with the scent of sunshine.
How about going on a vacation? Being too strung up is a...
Like, why they picked Robin and Adventurine for this, I'll never understand, but they're fan favorites, so...
Okay, so it's just like the beach adventure funny Summerland patch.
For Christ's sake, I didn't even click on this. My intention was not to react to this, but I'm providing more commentary and more opinion than the master. By the way, Saintontas thinks that he's the greatest gacha reactor ever. You could go back and watch an old clip of him saying that in this playlist or in these videos that I'm doing about him. But yeah, so he acts like he's the greatest reactor ever, but he never adds anything, and I'm adding more, and I'm not even the one watching the stream.
This time, what style should I attempt? In this moment,
Like, I don't think that, like, why Robin out of all characters?
you make the summer sky sparkle.
Woohoo!
Great interjection. Woohoo!
Into the tremors of
We turned skins into new units.
I like the fingernails though. Holy shit.
freedom in your heart. Let the voice of our hearts converge.
I'm a fingernail guy. All this talk about being an ass guy or a tit guy, I'm a fingernail guy. I know I'm not Yoshikira Kagekira. What? I'm not JoJo Part 4, okay? I didn't mean to hit that again. I'm sorry. That was an extra one. I'm sorry. I apologize.
The performance is
We turned skins into new units.
over.
I don't know why he would say that. It looks like they're just putting out new skins. I don't know why he would say that. What?
The song shall not cease.
Everyone is a lone gambler.
He really shouldn't talk about a game that he doesn't know anything about and doesn't follow any of the... He was literally just saying that he had no idea that the live stream was coming out. He had no idea about what's going on in the game because nobody cares about it. Why would he say something like that, dude?
Sailing forward upon the tides of time. An unwelcome guest. Lovely. You wish to enter the ever-fluctuating...
He's doing a lot of reacting in this, have you seen? He's got a lot of things to say. He's got a lot... His sense of humor is on point. He's really firing off his opinions in this react, isn't he?
market of Astropolis.
He really is the world's greatest reactor.
So is he a DPS now?
We'll need the...
Yeah, that's the Saintontas wit. That's the wit I was waiting for.
courage to subdue the
You always gotta be ready for a joke with this Saintontas.
fiercest waves. All between becoming the game's slave and the game's master.
When are they going to release an actual character again in this game? I'm just wondering, because hasn't 4.0 just been like 20 SP characters?
I've long since made up...
I don't even know what that is. I don't know. What are SP characters? Does that mean like alters of other characters? Also, how would you know? I thought you weren't paying attention to this game and you couldn't see any fanfare and you saw nobody interested. How do you know so much about this game?
my mind.
I knew we weren't cut from the same cloth the first time I laid eyes on you.
I mean, this looks like a pretty decent Honkai Star Rail update. I mean, they were always kind of like flashy with these like little like trailers and everything.
Free yourself from the shackles.
Are they turning this game into ZZZ or NTE?
It's called a live service gacha game. This is what they do. They have events, and the events are themed, and so you do themed things in those themed events. It's called a gacha game. It's called a live service game. Okay? Glad we figured that out.
You can
Your master reactor, sir.
always start anew. My song will no longer carry
By the way, ZZZ makes them more money than Honkai Star Rail at this point, for this year alone. So maybe they should.
any undertones from the harmonic strings.
Okay, so we get 2 new skins, okay, and a new event.
This was one of just the most goofy ass looking goofy patches that I think anyone's ever seen. It just seems a little bit goofy, right? Like,
It's almost like not. It's Honkai Star Rail, sir. When has it been serious? I mean, it might be a little bit more serious than Genshin Impact, but it's Hoyo.
I guess there's absolutely no story progression and you're just going on a fun little
When has there ever been story progression? It's a live service game. It's supposed to go on forever.
vacation with Robin and Adventurine because they were popular 2 years ago? Bro,
They're fan favorites. People love Adventurine because he's gay. He's gay! And they love Robin because... Why wouldn't you?
do any of Robin and Adventurine's fans, or do they still even exist?
Robberin.
Did they
He's Maxing.
all quit the game? I don't know.
No, not everyone quit the game. Just a decent amount of people quit the game.
Anyways, I don't really want to bother with like their kits too much. I might take like a little introductory look. Okay,
Kits? What do you mean kits? They're just skins, aren't they?
so they're just like, wait, I want to see what they're doing here. Is it just 10 minutes of yap? They just...
Yep, it's a Honkai Star Rail live stream. That's what they are. They're a lot of yapping and you know, cringe dialogue.
Just talking for 10... That's impressive. All right, okay. Let's check out the kit really fast.
He keeps saying kit. Why would he say kit if they're just skins?
Because I want to see, okay, it's a skin turned into a character. Did they make it worth it?
Wait, they're not skins? They're actual characters? Oh, well, how would you know that if you had no idea about this entire live stream and you had no idea what was going on with Honkai Star Rail because no one's talking about it and no one's streaming it? It's just the same. He knows everything about these games. He just pretends that, oh, I'm above these games and no one's talking about them and they're all dead. And really, just come to me and I'll tell you how to live. So he knew this entire time that they weren't skins, that they were actually characters, okay? But as somebody who doesn't know anything about this game, when I heard about this update, I go, oh, they're just skins. But he knows more than me, and he's pretending that he doesn't.
Let's see here.
In combat, I'll take the stage alongside my little bird band to provide powerful buffs for the team. Certain actions taken by teammates in combat act as support for me, helping me build up vibes.
When using
Vibes?
Robin brings out the members of the Summer Songbirds band one
Feel free to interject at any time, Master Reactor.
by one.
Feel free to have an opinion or anything to say.
Let's welcome the bassist, Bessie.
Bro, it's just so goofy and unserious.
Has vibes
Yeah, it's Honkai Star Rail, made by the creators of Genshin Impact. They're not serious games.
increase, drummer.
For fuck's sake, Himiko didn't even die in Penacone, so what are we talking about?
This is why it should have been a skit.
I mean, yeah, like Ting Tang, whatever her name was, got her neck snapped, but then she came back as an alter, and I think it wasn't even the real her anyway, so it's like, nobody dies. Like, there's no stakes in this story.
Because you're allowed to make the skins goofy and stuff because it's meant to be like, that's why Carlotta having like a little water gun, right? It's like, oh, it would be unserious for a character to deal damage with a water gun.
Is he really going to try to say that having a hold on, let's just let him go.
But if it's like a skin and you have the water gun, it's okay, right? Because it's a skin.
Are you trying to explain to us the concept of a beach party skin when they've been around for almost ever?
This is like a whole unit and you have these goofy ass looking like Madagascar, like...
An electronic musician, Patty, will also join the team.
Like, the character is themed around a certain he's just out of it, dude.
One after the other.
He will literally nitpick anything to shit on Hoyo when he does everything in his power to hand wave and ignore every criticism of I even forgot the name. Wuthering Waves.
All the Summer Songbird musicians are here. I'll join everyone in song to bring...
They wanted to sell another song. I see.
And they could have sold the song at any time and any way. Like
They wanted to sell like
yeah, they probably did bring back Robin to sell a song, but they could have sold the song at any other point for any other reason.
another song. That's why. That was the only reason.
The team to a fever pitch. In this dynamic music zone, our allies will gain buffs whenever they attack enemies.
So it's the same kit. What's like different? Wait, like what's different? I buff allies, then when I...
This might be the only time that you would agree with Saintontas, because I think making a new alter of a character, and it basically is just a skin of the character. I mean, again, I don't know enough about the game, and Saintontas claims that he doesn't know things, but he obviously does before we know about them, before he presents them to us. So I'm not 100% if this is actually what they're doing, is just making an alter and then doing a skin and just calling it an alter when it should have just been a skin. But if that is what they're doing, that's just although, however, if they're not giving out these characters for free, it's a nice skip patch.
All I sing.
And there's enough characters in the game, you probably don't even have to pull for these characters and you'll still be fine. So like, I honestly don't see the problem. I mean, yeah, I think it's stupid. But again, if this is just a whale patch and it's a skip patch for everybody else, then who cares?
Buff everybody. That's the same as the base kit.
By the way, if Wuwa did this, he would say the same thing. He'd be like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. You don't really have to do it if you don't want to. And I'm not going to. So that's what he would say. But because a different game does it, it's a problem.
My band members and I will also be immune to all crowd control debuffs.
Wow, what a show. They even switched the battle music to your new single. Oh, seeing this kind of support makes me want to join in too.
And also, if the revenue really is down that much and they are starting to do like optional updates for normal people that are actually whale updates in disguise just so that they can get some more money back, does anybody really care? Like, I mean, maybe if the whales don't actually go for it, then it might be a problem because then they're wasting development time to make stuff that nobody's buying. But I'm just trying to look at the silver lining here, unlike Saintontas. Again, he's pretending to be speechless and creating a bunch of dead air. You're Master Reactor, sir.
Bro, it's like they actually, like... I think the fact that it's like thematically basically the same thing as her original kit is like, bro, whatever. Like, it really feels like a skin that got promoted into a character.
Yeah, it probably should have just been a skin, but like I said, like if whales want to buy it and support the game, then who cares?
They did not do anything to make it not feel like that.
The battlefield has completely transformed into a summer music festival, bursting with energy. Now that's the power of a superstar.
The little bird support isn't over yet. When I use my ultimate on an ally teammate, that teammate will immediately take action and regenerate energy. And my own vibes.
Oh, I see. They like flip the ult and the skill. Oh, okay. They flipped the ult and the skill. So like, oh, okay. So the single target buffs on the ult and then the team buffs on the... Bro, I don't... There's something to do. These guys are mentally ill. All right.
Every time he calls somebody else mentally ill, you just gotta laugh.
So that's like, dude, I see why this live stream got so much critique. They're just
I thought you didn't know anything about the live stream. I thought you didn't even know what was happening. And now it's, oh, it was getting so criticized. So can you pick, are you lying then or are you lying now? A normal person that doesn't pay any attention to this game would just assume, oh, it's a summer event. They're doing summer skins.
talking.
Your choices are super important.
Are they? What is this?
I do think saying your choices are important in a gacha game if you're not talking about characters, like the dialogue options don't change anything. So but again, if Wuthering Waves ran this kind of event, he would say, hey, if you don't like it, just skip it, dude. That's what he would say. But because it's Hoyo, he's got a problem with it. And again, we're doing the dead air. I'm speechless.
Wow. Wow.
No, because they're releasing a patch that I don't care about. That explains why the views are down on Twitch, and that explains why the company is going out of business. Like, that's how his... Like, but again, it's just so tiring. He would not apply the same standard to his game.
Wow. Just EOS the game. Bro, just EOS the game.
Yeah, they had one bad year when they've been pumping out billions of dollars every other year. They should just quit, right? It's kind of like the Danganronpa developers, how they made that game Tribe 9. It had one bad month. It had like a bad launch month, so they just end of serviced it immediately. That's not what we're talking about here. That's a studio that had no business making a gacha game, and they were terrified that they were going to lose their ass on it once it launched, so they quickly canceled it to save their fucking ass. That's not the same thing. We're talking about Hoyoverse, dude. They probably all have their own universe. They have so much money.
Nobody's even trying anymore. Bro, nobody even cares. Nobody gives a fuck about this game. Nobody's playing it. Nobody on the dev team. Nobody that hates the game even gives a fuck anymore.
I don't know. You seem to know a lot about it, and you seem to hide how much you know about the game, even though you hate it. So what does that say? You know so much about the game, you have to pretend to not know about it to appear like less of a hater.
Bro, this game doesn't even have haters anymore. And I don't think there's...
You're a hater, you Dinkelberg.
Is there anything anyone could say about this patch or this update other than like, great, I can't wait to not play it. I can't wait to not play it.
Again, play it for the Jades and shut the f up. Don't pull the characters, save. By the way, I love a save patch. I love when a character comes out that I don't have to give a fuck about, because then I don't have to worry about not having enough polychrome or Jades or whatever for the next character.
Like, what else is happening over here, bro? All right, what about some of the free rewards? Hey, surely generosity is gonna be the name of the game, right?
Yeah, you get a free 10 pull like always.
So don't forget to take on the challenge.
A double event like always.
The gift of Odyssey will also be arriving right on schedule. Just log in and check in to claim a 10 pool.
I like how somebody in his chat said, we need dead patches so we can save. Yeah, I mean, obviously not every patch can be dead, otherwise the game would be dead. But when there is a dead patch and something looks like it might be whale bait, who gives a fuck? Let the whales fund the game then.
Oh, yeah! Additionally, this version will introduce new trail...
Yeah, look, and then somebody else says, I want patches like this in Wuthering Waves so I can skip. Yeah, or sleep, I guess. Because nobody wants to play this game like it's a chore. I don't want to play the game and I have to come home every day after running around doing errands and shit, and then I gotta come back and play this game and sit down and run a bunch of errands just so I can get enough fucking shades to get every single character and lose every 50-50 and go all the way to hard pity on every single character.
Blaze Fashion, the digital emoji standee headwear. Aw, look.
This is actually stupid. I don't know what this a weird little emoji thing. Like, what is this? But Saint's reaction is so performative and so unfunny that I just had to leave it in. Can you guess how he reacts to this? Does he A, make a funny face? Does he B, pretend to be speechless? Or does he C, create a bunch of a ridiculous amount of dead air? Or D, all of the above? Well, if you picked D, ding, 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 we have a winner. You can see him lock in. He locked in right there. He's committing to this dead air. It's really not that crazy. Oh, there we go. Oh, the face changed. If you had option E, he changes to a slightly different face. We have a winner.
I don't even... What is this?
So a normal person would see that and be like, what the fuck is that? All right. And then move on. But for him, it's speechless. I had to leave all of that in. That was like 15 seconds of dead air.
What?
For a joke that doesn't... It's just ridiculous.
Why? Who... Dude, I have no comment. I literally have no comment. I don't know what the fuck they were doing.
Up here.
You could have said that 15 minutes ago and saved us the time. The reason why he leaves in all that dead air is so that he can bump up the watch time and make a couple extra dollars on the video. No, but I cut out the dead air because I want to keep the show moving. I want to respect your time. But he leaves it in, even if the joke is way past where the dead air would improve it. He leaves it in, and he probably specifically told his editor to leave it in because it increases the watch time. But it's a fraud. You're a fraud. He's gay. He's a fraud. Fraud alert. Fraud alert.
This is the most powerful emoji in Plain Arcadia. I dare you to lock eyes with it for 3 seconds.
God, I can't. Oh, God. The live streams are so cringe, dude.
It's definitely an icon.
So
For some reason, their live streams have to be like identical to Genshin Impact, and they're so cringy.
vomited a little bit. Get me out of here.
Oh, I just threw up in my mouth. Oh, yeah. The 1800s called. They want their joke back. Ugh.
What about this?
Honkai Star Rail will also be...
I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like the only reason they're doing this is so that Belle and Wise can be on the Astral Express. Other than that, I don't like. What are we going? Like, are we gonna get Trailblazer in Zenless Zone? Oh my god! If we get Kafka in Zenless Zone Zero, that might actually be kind of cool. But that's the thing. What I don't like about Boyoverse and Honkai Star Rail is Kafka is the hottest and the coolest thing about the game. Everyone fell in love with her. Everyone loves her. They do nothing with her. Like, I don't care if she doesn't fit into the story. Make the story about her. That's what everyone came here for. That's what everyone started playing the game for, was Kafka.
Here we go, guys.
Zenless Zone Zero collaboration content later this year.
What did you start playing Honkai Star Rail for? Tell me in the comments. Also, if you could tell me in the comments, what are the oranges for?
Do keep this in mind. Hoyo's 2 worst franchises are now collaborating. What do you think is going to
I
happen?
don't know. ZZZ? I mean, ZZZ had a bad year. HSR had a bad year. You would have to compare this to all the other years to know exactly how bad it is. Because if they had bad years up until this point, then yeah, it's time to start being like, what the fuck is going on here? But like, ZZZ is their newest game, and it's their most niche game. So I expect it to not make as much money. But again, Now that I'm playing it, we're gonna bump those numbers up, boy.
Minus 40 is collabing with minus 29. Nice. That adds up to about 67. Just so you know, this
6, 7.
roughly adds out to around 67%. Just saying.
Who even has some friends from that world joining our cosmic trailblazing adventure.
This collab is also gonna
Can we just say f it and just do summer skins all year round? And can you just give me Himiko in a very, very micro bikini? Thank you.
piss a lot of people off. Do you want to know why? Because the ZZZ fan base is kind of at odds with the HSR fan base. The HSR fan base doesn't really like that goonery stuff that much. They don't really like
I don't know, man. I mean, when Topaz came out, we were all fiending for that ass. So I don't know.
the whole like jig.
I mean, yeah, they don't really do that many like sexy character designs, but people were still gooning over that game, dude. I mean, just look at Kafka. She's completely covered and she's still hot.
Physics, all of that. Like, bro.
Bro, Zenless Zone Zero, the jiggle physics and Zenless, they actually leave me speechless, and not the performative speechless that Saintontas here is about doing.
Bro.
Doing about doing what?
When those two player bases collide, it's going to be cinema. Because, like, one side is kind of like the Puritans.
I think it would be kind of funny that, like, the chicks from Zenless Zone Zero, like Ramiel, like walks in with her gigantic tits, and then the characters just look at her and go, "Oh, good heavens, what is going on? What the? You walk around with those things out like that?"
Where they're like, "Oh yeah."
Why did that kind of sound like Stewie right there? Oh, what the deuce?
Like we don't.
I'm sorry. I'll never do that ever again. I'm sorry. I won't ever do that. I'm sorry. I know. Please.
Ooh, you suck.
I'm sorry. I'll never do it again. I'm sorry.
Outer girls like that, right? One side is like they tried to assassinate DeWay because of the bunny suit incident, while in ZZZ every character looks like a prostitute.
Well, the difference is that the characters in Zenless Zone Zero always look like prostitutes. Whereas with Honkai Impact 3rd, they were looking at it as, this is not a gooner game. You're goonering my waifus, and how dare you? So look at that. So look at this base Chad. Remy, heart. There we go, boys. There we go.
Like, you get what's going on? Like, bro. Like, half
Can we please, just for fuck's sake, Zenless Zone Zero, Street Fighter collab, give us Jurihan, Cammy, and Chun-Li. Please do it like a new character every like every like for 3/4 of the year. Just give us a new give us all 3 of those characters 3 times a year. Maybe you get Ken as well, like or Ryu or not Ken, Ryu for the guys, and then Juri, Cammy, and Chun-Li. Put them in Zenless Zone Zero. For fuck's sake, put them in Nikkei. Put them in anything, please.
ZZ's roster with
like seriously. I mean, for fuck's sake, Resident Evil collabed with Nikkei. I repeat, Resident Evil collabed with Nikkei. And you got Jill and Ada's ass shaking on your screen. And Claire, but Claire was the SR for some reason. Claire should have been the SR, and Ada should have been the SR. The backstabbing bitch! But, so don't tell me that we can't get Capcom to collab with a Zenless Zone Zero or something else with Street Fighter.
like, you wouldn't even believe they're a prostitute.
For fuck's sake, with Jurihan, you got the feet, you got the ass. With Cammy, you got the legs and the one piece bathing suit or the leotard, whatever the fuck it's called, dude.
Be like, nah, they're overdoing it. They're not that serious.
You're telling me you wouldn't want to jump into battle in Zenless Zone Zero as Chun-Li or Jurihan kicking the shit out of people? And with Jurihan, when she ults, she like grabs a dude and like stomps on him or some shit, dude?
Can't wait for it. It's gonna be funny.
All right. Who could it be? I'm already very curious.
Enna, me too.
What the fuck? Why did Robin just sound like a cat girl?
All right, I got multiple forms of cancer from that one.
Oh, good one. Yeah. Oh, I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. Oh, this thing was so bad it gave me cancer. Oh.
All right, so
Get a personality. Get some jokes.
as you can see, that was the HSR live stream. I'm not joking. That was the HSR live stream, ladies and gentlemen. That's like,
Why would you be joking? We just watched it with you.
the actual events that were in it. You got the 2 new characters, the fast dialogue feature, 2 events. One is a racing F-Zero goofy thing, and the
Wow,
other...
you just described updates. Thank you.
is the auto battler garbage, and then you have Divergent
We've never heard of a live service game getting an update before. Thank you, Tuts.
Universe, and that is it. Oh, you missed the Player Arcadia trailer finale? I don't care. I didn't miss anything. There was a Player Arcadia quest? Could have fooled me. I don't even care.
This is your host. This is your master reactor, bringing you the news. And when people bring up something that they're interested in, he just goes, I don't give a fuck. What a great host. Round of applause for the worst, one of the worst straight. He's not as bad as iDubbbz. He's not as bad as Review Tech USA. He's not as bad as Jeremy. He's not even as bad as Angry Joe. Angry Joe is actually worse than Jeremy Hambley. But Saintontas is up there as one of the worst, most biased streamers you will ever watch.
I don't think anyone cares. There's a story trailer. I don't give a fuck. The hell?
Your master reactor.
There's a story?
Like, why don't you, if you're so into farming the hate, why don't you watch the whole stream and farm the whole thing?
This game is cooked. And I think that this is truly, I think, a moment for us to realize that this is likely...
I mean, I thought that the game was going to go end of... I wanted the game. When I was playing it and they did the whole... the global passives thing with that one character, I wanted it to go end of service, but nobody seemed to care then. So I don't know. I think just because they have one bad year, that doesn't mean that it's over.
The game. We joke about AKE dying. We joke about
if Wuthering Waves had a bad year, you'd hear every single excuse coming out of this Titus.
NTE dying. We joke about ZZZ dying.
Joking about it? I feel like you prey on those games. I think you prey on their downfalls because you want to dance on the grave of the people that disagree with you because you're an egotistical, maniacal bastard.
But when this game is like the second oldest out of like the big five, the big four, whatever you want to call them, right? And it's looking like this across its 4-year lifespan, bro, it really
Oh, if we get Robin as a collab character in ZZZ, that's such a waste. We already have Astra Yao.
Does not look good for the game. It truly does not look good for the game. It does not, because this is an old game now. It released on 2023, bro.
I can't believe it's only 3 years old. I thought it was like 5 years old. Like the time is just...
It's now...
I know it doesn't make any sense because I played this game right before I started doing Claymantics. So I know that it wasn't 5 years, but it felt like 5 years.
2026, it's approaching its 4th year, and it's at the smallest it's ever been, and it's only growing smaller every day. And as you can see from this live stream, Hoyo is making no effort to fix that anytime soon.
Well, it takes a while to fit. They have a roadmap of things that they're doing, and it's going to take a while for us to see any changes that they're implementing.
Not a good look. Let me know what you all thought.
Yeah, they had a bad year. It's like, okay.
It's out. It's ironic.
Okay, so now we're going to get into... Yeah, I know. I still have a little bit more. Bear with me. But now we're going to get into this Genshin Impact thing. And apparently Genshin Impact looks bad. This is another case of what is his name? Saintontas hand waving the same kind of criticism that would come at him for Wuthering Waves. Let's speed this up. I keep forgetting to speed it up. I'm sorry.
How things can progress in the gacha space. It's ironic.
So apparently there's these screenshots going around of Genshin Impact. It looks like the textures haven't loaded in yet, and people are just sending this picture around everywhere, claiming that this is how the game looks even when all the textures are loaded in. Yet nobody is like saying like, oh yeah, my textures were taking a little bit long to load in, or like, no, they just say this is what the game looks like. Now, if that's it, I don't believe it. I don't believe it for 1 second. Okay. If they did look like this, it would be a global laughingstock. But again, I only hear about this because of Saintontas, so I don't think it's as big of a problem as he's letting it on to be.
Aware of the many times Hoyoverse players across the globe and across games have critiqued Wuthering Waves on something.
Yeah, people said that Wuthering Waves runs like shit on mobile and it runs like shit. Now, I did have to change my install location from a normal hard drive to an SSD, and Wuthering Waves started running a lot better. But again, this is peak Saintontas, like projection and deflection. Everything that he's about to say about this, he has hand waved and ignored about Wuthering Waves.
Right? We all remember, and that topic is performance. The woo-wah shade. We don't want to improve our graphics as Genshin Impact because that could mean leaving behind players on low-end or even mid-range machines, and that's something we aren't willing to do.
So they said that a long time ago, and now this is coming back again. I kind of understand what they're going with, because if we're talking about like the computer, like it's going to cost like $8,000 to build a computer. So I could kind of understand not wanting to upgrade the graphics for on the computer side, because it's going to make people have to. But like with phones, I mean, when Fuwa came out, people said if the game runs badly, upgrade your phone. This is what they said. Even Tectone said this. So I know. So this is why Saintontas is gonna hand wave this, because when Wuwa came out, people said it ran terribly on mobile, and the response was from Tectone and Tectone's cronies was to just upgrade your phone because you're playing on an old phone. So now, let's see what happens.
A lot of people took this whole little breakdown, right, from Hoyoverse on. They're behind the scenes of Shneznaya, right? They took a lot of the thoughts being shared over here. If we were to blindly chase realism in other games by rashly stacking up the details...
I don't want these games to look realistic. I can't stand realism. I'm sick of it. I don't want it to be realistic.
...and increasing the resolution, the visuals could easily become cluttered and lose their sense of focus, blah, 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 all that, right? They made a bunch of excuses for why their game looks like shit. And guys, it turns out the game runs like shit too. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, optimization, the thing.
So here's the thing.
Genshin Impact.
What's worse, the game running like shit when it first comes out, or the game running like shit for one patch in its 6 years of, or it's 6 years of being around?
HSRs, Endless Zone 0 players, they've tried shitting on Wuwa for since I think even like 1.0. It turns out their game runs like...
He knows for a fact that they were shitting on it since 1.0, because I remember when people were saying, just upgrade your phone, bro. Just upgrade your phone.
Garbage as well. You can count the polygons on this structure. Let me count them for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bro, you can literally count them.
He can only count to 9. He's illiterate. He can't read. He can't count. Whoa, buddy.
It's like, if you told me this was like Elder Scrolls Morrowind, I would believe you, bro.
No, you wouldn't, because Morrowind is about swamps. So maybe get the game right when you're going to compare it to a different game. Tontas.
And on an S23 Ultra, which is by no means weak. You wanna know why? Because that's one of the initial comments that people...
You know what's funny? They're going to explain it in a second, but that's a 3-year-old phone.
People were already making regarding this situation. An S23 Ultra is actually a very strong phone.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. So, wait. When Wuthering Waves is running badly, when Wuthering Waves is being criticized, you just tell people to upgrade their phone. But when this game gets criticized, the answer is, actually, the hardware is perfectly fine. Why would you have to upgrade your phone? It's clearly the game's fault and the dev's fault and the player's fault. Huh. So it's not the dev's fault when it's Wuthering Waves, but when it's Hoyoverse, it's just the company's fault and the game's bad, and if you like the game, then go to hell.
And so some people are already... I mean, for starters, you're on mobile. Secondly, the hardware of your phone is 3.5 years old. This phone came out after Genshin Impact released.
So?
Bro, it's a flagship S23. The Samsung S23 Ultra is a high-end flagship smartphone featuring a 6.8 2x display.
Does that matter? If it runs like shit, it runs like shit.
Bro, this thing costs like almost $1,000. Bro, it currently sells for $400 to $900.
Okay. You know how expensive phones are? Let me... You know what else? You know what other phones are worth $1,000? Almost every single one on the market. Are phones not $500 to $1,000 almost all the time? Some people pay up to $2,000 for phones. So you're saying that a normal phone, a normal priced phone, a 3-year-old phone should be perfectly fine to run a game. Oh, well then why were you telling people to upgrade when it was Wuthering Waves? Get a mirror.
Bro, if the phone is 3.5 years old and sells for currently almost $1K, this is a crazy ass device. This runs woo-wah on high at 60 FPS. I bought it for 1,100 euros. And you already have these Hoyo Shield mutts in.
I just love how when it's Wuthering Waves, the idea is just upgrade your phone, brokey. But when it comes to Hoyoverse, if they have one bad update, it's the game's over, throw the company in the garbage.
Bro, woo-wah players would immediately say, how the f are you not running this on an S23 Ultra? But then the Genshin Impact players are the ones that are going ahead.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's how they would act. That's not how they acted when the fucking game came out. When the game came out, they said, listen, it's a tough launch. Listen, the story's not that good. The voice acting's not that good. It runs like shit. And then you guys said, well, you know what? Maybe just upgrade your phone. Maybe just give it a minute and we'll work out the kinks. But when it's Hoyoverse, oh, you can't give them a moment to iron out the kinks. Oh, no, you can't tell people to upgrade their phones now. No, their phones are perfectly fine all of a sudden.
Working perfectly fine one patch before, but now the device is outdated. Holy...
Yeah, it's called having a bad patch. And then they have to patch the game to fix it. Happens to every fucking game. And it literally looks like people are taking pictures and taking screenshots of the textures before they pop in. It's been happening in video games since the fucking dawn of 3D technology and having textures in the game. You put the textures in the game and sometimes they don't load. It's called video games, sir. What are we doing?
Dick riders, man. Oh, man. Ooh, I forgot Genshin is well optimized on every device. Could mean leaving behind players on low, mid, and range devices. Oh. I told y'all there's irony here, right? I said that there was hypocrisy. I said that this wasn't going to be a good look. My memory is really good.
When are you going to get a mirror? Is there a mirror in your house?
My memory is really good. And I remember all these times, like this over here, this little retarded little Genshin leaker.
Whoa!
HXG Deluke. He's like, look, they're taking shots at Hoyoverse. This is your game, retard, bro.
Whoa!
Bro, this is your game, HXG Deluke. Do you feel retarded yet?
Oh! The triple R alert! Triple R alert! New high record, high score, combo breaker.
Good thing they're not improving the graphics, haha.
I mean, my God, the textures don't pop in one time, and Saintontas is like, Saintontas has to get on camera and go, yes! Yes! It ain't that serious, little bro.
This looks like Google Maps. Zoomed in.
Hey, you know what Google Maps also does? What it fails to do sometimes? Load in the textures. Even Google Maps. You ever look at Google Maps and sometimes like a paved road looks like just like a muddy mess, and then you give it a second and then it loads in the full picture? Yeah, it's called image processing. You dumbbell.
That shit is taken from outer space. Google Maps has higher fidelity from fucking outer space to the Earth than this game on the phone.
I can't wait for the next update of Wuthering Waves where the textures don't pop in and then people screenshot it and go, upgrade your hardware, little bro.
Google Maps literally has more detail, and that shit is taken from space on a satellite. I'm on the IQ.
I mean, technically, it's taken by the vehicles, the Google vehicles that drive around and they map out everything, but okay.
0015 probably has.
I mean, I guess it does go back up to the satellite at some point, but I mean, the pictures are being taken by like a 360 camera on the ground, but.
Best mobile phone chipset out there at the moment. Still looks like shit.
What the fuck is an EQ15? It's a phone no one has ever heard of. A Igloo 15?
Bro, his shit is like, it looks like better, but it's also like 2 polygons. It's how
yeah, it's 2 polygons. He just counted 9 earlier, but now it's 2. Now listen to this forced evil laugh that he's doing.
Bro!
It's fake, dude. I can do that laugh right now. It's a fake laugh.
Wait, it's just bad on everyone's device. Wait, it's just bad everywhere.
Like, bro, the textures didn't load in. I don't think this is the W that you think it is. They push one hot patch and this probably won't happen again. Like, again, what if this was Wuthering Waves? You'd be rolling over in your grave to defend it.
Dude, how does your 7.0 update look like?
I can't get over that. What the fuck? What a fake laugh is that? He had to push so hard. It's like Wario. He's doing into Wario, bro. That ain't your laugh.
It is.
egg salad.
I'm sorry. Is it just every phone is looking like this? Poco X8 Pro Max. It's not that bad.
Like, what the fuck is a Poco 8X Pro? Are they just with people? Are they just around? Like, to me, like, if I see these phone names, I would assume it's a troll.
But it's still disappointing. Bro, what do you mean? It's if you're using
Calm down, Wario.
shit this old, a GTX 1650 with the Ryzen 5 3500. Bro, this graphics card is 10 years old, by the way.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are you telling me that upgrades might be a Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. guys, we did it. We are in his algorithm. Oh, baby, a triple. Look at that. But I love how he just went around saying, like, wait a minute, upgrade your phone? What? No. Heavens no. You couldn't possibly be expected to upgrade your cell phone. But your computer? Absolutely, you would have to upgrade your computer.
If you're using a 10-year-old graphics card to
I can't believe he just advertised that video to everybody.
play a game that came out 2 years ago, maybe it is worth it to upgrade, right?
Does that mean that he's watching these? Hey, Saint. Hi, how's it going?
That's a valid argument to make. But telling somebody to upgrade from a
I'm a big fan.
$1,000 phone from 3.5 years ago, the S23 Ultra. That's what Genshin Impact players are telling.
So now Saintontas is the police on when you're allowed to upgrade your... Okay, it's just ridiculous. Is there anything that this guy is not, like, the rule maker for? I mean, my god.
You to do. They're going to make equivalencies between this guy's.
Every new thing that comes up, he's now the master. He's now the soothsayer. He's the one that tells you how it is.
Woo-wah running on a 10-year-old graphics card compared to the S23 Ultra. They're probably going to say that's the fucking thing.
By the way, when that video popped up, it had 2.3 thousand views, and now it sits at 6.1 at the time of recording this video. So again, the videos get more views over time. So, Mr. Master YouTuber, again, getting fact checked.
You're going to say, it's like, oh, well, yeah, if you're going to tell the people to upgrade from this, well, you got to tell people to upgrade from the fucking S23.
And he's just ridiculous. Oh my, please don't cry, Ryoshu, please. Thank you so much. Yet another tone toss for you. It doesn't get any better for him, does it? It's the never-ending cope.